I believe it's working now. Is it working now? Is it working now? Is it working? Testing, 1, 2, 3. It's saying it's working, but it's doing a red, so I don't know what that means. Hello, hello, hello? Hello? It's working, but it's not. Hello? Is it working? Is the microphone working? It's not, is it? Hello, hello, is it working? Please make a comment. Matt, is it working? Can you hear me? Oh, thank God for that. Is it? It's coming up with a different thing on the bar, though. It's not doing very good. Oh, thanks. How are you, Matt? Thank you. How are you feeling today, mate? How's your week then? Oh. I won't touch it. Don't know what happened there. I think something went wrong. It wouldn't load up the first time I did it. No, don't apologise for slow typing. It's easy to watch, isn't it? And read. Yeah, no problem. You take your time, mate. You take your time. I'm going to quickly look. When did I buy this microphone? That's playing me up big time. I got it on I got it soon. No problem. No one else has found us, I don't think. Unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, someone else is. Who else is in? There's two now. Oh. Hello. Yeah, too much sun, mate. Hospital told me last year when I came out, only allowed 10 minutes. I'm having hours feel good. Let's say, oh, for crying out, you are really going for. Hello, everyone. That's back. Sorry, mate. Yeah, you're really going for the word. So, yeah, I'm sorry to hear this, Matt. I really am. I'm trying to find this microphone that I bought. I mean, unfortunately, it sounds like you need to avoid the sun. I know it's easier said than done, and you don't want. I can understand you not wanting to, but I don't know. I'll just find that can wait for another day. Who else is on board? Did everyone else find me? Well, no. I'm not touching it, but the microphone is really playing up. The camera wouldn't work on the thing beforehand. Hello, Jacqueline again. Sorry, I'm Pat. Why I've been putting my operation off more to have my hernia removed. I just don't miss the summer too. Well, yeah, with the hernias, I've had that. They put a mesh in there, and I've got to be honest with you, it was very sensitive down there for a little while after you've had that done for a while. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear you're going through the walls still. I'm sure you come out the other side though, and it'll get better. I'm sure. I'm just paranoid about this microphone now. I can see the bar at the bottom's moving slightly, but it used to go across, and right, it just seems to be. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, Matt Wallace there somewhere. Found your voice. Yeah, found Matt Wallace. I got you mixed up. Surgeon says 6 weeks rest after no way. Not in summer. I'll tell you a little story. I had my hernia op just after my daughter was born, and she was a baby, and she kicked me down there, and I nearly bled out. And I had the operation on a Wednesday, and on the Saturday she kicked me down right where the stitching was, and the bed was a mess. To be honest with you, I was led on the bed because I was in work. Yeah, it's nice to have you. Hopefully, Jane finds us back as well. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's gone wrong. Even the toolbar where the sound bar at the bottom here is a different color to what it normally is. Yeah. How's everyone's week been? Matt's been suffering a little bit, unfortunately, but I hope everyone else is coping better. The heat is not that, when it's that hot, it's not that great, is it? It can be really hard going when it's that hot, to be honest with you. I mean, the dogs were out first thing in the morning and last thing, and Frankie is absolutely fine today. She's led right in front of the fan, believe it or not, down on the floor, just down there. She's right on top. But yeah, good. Tell you a little story. I hope Jane finds us, because I feel I've let people down with that, with the microphone and the original not loading on. So I had to redo it. Be honest, I think everyone is suffering. I feel sorry for animals more. Yeah, Matt, you're right. I was going to say, yesterday, I was in the garden late last night. I'm glad you found us. Hi, Jane. I found a juvenile thrush in my back garden, and it wasn't moving, and I was a bit worried. And little community going on here with all the chats. It's lovely. And it let me go right up next to him, or him or her. And so I put a bowl of water, got a bowl of water, and put it in a little cat watering dish sort of thing I've got spare, and it wouldn't touch it. But then I put some gloves on, latex gloves, and I put him, after 10 minutes of him being there, I was worried about a cat getting him either tight, or one of my neighbours have got 3 cats. I was worried about one of them catching it. Yeah, there's a lot of course there. And I got the gloves on, got the cat carrier, put a towel in the bottom, put some. I'm not eating them at the moment. I had a Ryvita, which I crunched up and put it in the base, and a bottle of water. Put the thrush in the thing. This was late last night. It's about 9:45, and I put him in the cat box, sealed it up so it was safe, but left him in the garden. I say him. I don't know if it's a male or female. I don't know to even tell. And I got up really early this morning, let him out, and he flew straight out onto a side piece, low down, and then he flew up into the tree, and he was still there for 10 minutes. I was a bit worried, but I noticed the food had gone a bit, and he left me a present or two in the box, but he'd flown off, and it's fantastic. But they are suffering. I've seen so many people saying about badgers. We've got where the GCHQ is being built, the new parts being built. Someone found it, and unfortunately, the badger passed away before anyone could do anything. Trouble is, I'm not on the Facebook local 24/7, and they put it on there. Otherwise, I'd have got it to Evesham Vale after some water, of course. But I'm just going to read your messages and catch up now. Yeah, so unfortunately, the animals are really suffering. I'm back to normal seasonal temperatures here in Scotland. Oh, you lucky. Mind you, it's summer, so surely some bird feeders on next door street. Talking cats. I'm getting new kittens sometimes before. Okay. William Frazzle. My favourite Chris. Sounds like the little bird just needed rehydrate. Do you know what? That's all it was, I believe. It just needed rehydrate. It's fine, but you could tell it was young, but quite big because it was a thrush. But if I'd have left him to his own device, he wouldn't have been there in the morning. Ty or one of the next door's cats would have got him. Or the fox even. There are foxes nearby. But he got the rest and he flew off this morning. So I'm so pleased he did. Hello, everyone. It's Tom Borden. Thanks for the 4 likes. And thank you all for liking the last one. It was just an absolute nightmare. I don't know what went wrong. But my sound bar is playing up on this. So just bear with me for 1 minute. It's saying my volume's at 100. So I don't know. Who knows? Not going to mess around with it anymore. Matt Francis. I've rescued a few pigeons that have been attacked by dogs in town. Yeah, pigeons are really suffering. Ellie Fars put a post out this week. There was one in Stratford upon Avon, unfortunately, but like I said, it's not the closest one to me. We come across different things and pick them up, but Ellie is pretty good. The community sort of thing reminds me of the kittens. Nah, you're getting kittens. The kittens up in the lakes. I still haven't found out what happened to them. Yeah, we got a hosepipe ban here coming up. I think Seven Trent have been on our case with messages. I take water as well as food for a crow at lunchtime in the hospital where she works. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. It's weird when I go out on the walks with the dogs. I don't worry because there's streams everywhere, not just for the dogs, but for the wildlife. So we see deer, we see rabbits, we see foxes. Never seen a badger, but I've seen the badgers poop. But it's wonderful. I mean, it shows the compassion side of things, doesn't it? When people do that, I mean, it's those that get really angry. We talked about the other week. They get really angry about the thought of dog meat, and yet they'll eat pork, lamb, chicken, beef. But it's nice seeing foxes here out in Sticks in Cornwall. Oh, beautiful! I mean, I'm in a town centre, and the other week when it was really hot, the heat wave before last, I took Frank out at gone 11 at night, and we went round, and there were 2 fox cubs, and they were almost tame. And it's scary because people will take advantage of it, unfortunately. And they're losing their local habitat to us. We're building 10,000 houses near me. Like Francis, I go off grid. I'd love to go off grid. I say that, but argue with my I mean, I don't know what to say, Matt. I mean, I really do feel for you on that one. We all know that this is part of the reason I did this journey was. Sorry, just got charging thing, man. I think what's that for? Part of the reason I went on this journey is to not have to go through that, and I'm fortunate not to, and I have to be grateful for the fact that I'm not, and that's all I can be. But it makes I've got Jacqueline. I've got foxes that I feed every night in my garden, and under a jog. I'll tell you one thing. I've told the story before about a neighbour 2 doors away. A fox went into their living room because they had the front door open, and they came and they moaned about the edge right at the front. Said the foxes. So I cut it all back. There were no. I only cut it all back because I knew there were no foxes in it. I mean, back then I had Peggy and Digby. Do you honestly think I wouldn't have known? And then they wouldn't go for the foxes, but let me know. They would be inquisitive. I'd know. Yeah. One thing I enjoy. I'll read that in a minute because Matt about his food. Yeah, so it's really different. I wouldn't have done it, but there are a few foxes around nearby. In the autumn months, as soon as it's dark at 6 o'clock onwards, I've got a side back door to utility room. I put a bowl of cat food. There's water there every night, but my theory is on this with the food wise is they've got shorter time, but in the winter months, I feel they struggle to find food more. I mean, because of the situation, so I do put some food out for them then, to be honest with you. I've got foxes. One thing I enjoy my food so much now before made me sick. Everything for years, so no choice in keeping me alive, mate. Anyway, are you into star signs? Well, I'm a Leo. That's all I can say. It's my birthday next month. I'll soon be 56. 5 days. That'd be 6 years later than they said I'd have to. That's a bit. Don't worry about that. 6 years. That's the reason I went vegan, wasn't it? Originally, let's be honest, it was all pure selfish reasons. I can't deny it. But yeah, Matt, I'm Virgo. When's that then, mate? Oh, Virgo's after, isn't it? So from August the 24th or something like that. My son-in-law's a Virgo. I like it, and it makes sense to me when Mum was into tarots when alive. I'm going to tell you a funny story, you guys, and I've told this before, but a lot of you won't have known this. Because I'm sipping my tea, I'm going to tell you a story about tarot cards. Bear with me. 2 years ago, at the FARS open day, there's messages coming freaking fast. Right, come here a minute. I'll read that in a minute, Jane. 2 years ago at the birthday bash, not the birthday bash, that's a different thing. The FARS Animal Sanctuary Open Day, which is around, it's to celebrate because FARS is the same birthday, created the same day as my birthday, which is Carol's birthday. We've got the same birthday, right? So I've kind of given it away already. We've got the same birthday, but if you don't believe in tarot cards, I'll tell you this. This is freaky beyond freaky. We've got a lady, I can't think of her name now, but she volunteers at FARS and she did tarots. And so she believes she can do tarots. And I believe she can do tarots now because of this. I've always been a bit of a skeptic. So I went up and said, I was cooking all day, doing the burgers and all that lot on the stand. And we got to the end of the day. I said, got room for me? Yeah. But then Carol wanted to go before me. You go, Carol, I'll go off for 5 minutes. It's going to take a while. I went off. Carol did it, tarot cards. Come back. All right, Carol? Yeah. Carol's lovely lady. Yeah, all good. I've had my tarots read and all that lot. I went, all right. So I went in, oh yeah, can I have my tarots read? Yeah. So she shuffles the cards up a bit. Okay, she says, shuffle the cards. So I shuffle the cards, and then she does the bit with the tarot cards. And she said, and then she went, her face went a bit strange. She said, just a minute. Hold up. And there's a video to this. I'll dig it out somewhere. It's 2 years ago in August time. So I found it thoroughly amusing. And she went, whoa, stop a minute. There's something wrong here with the cards. I said, no, just read the cards. Read the cards, please. She said, no, I can't read the cards. There's something wrong with the cards. Can we shuffle them again? I said, well, doesn't that take away from the... So she shuffles the cards again. She gives them to me. I shuffle the cards again a bit. And then she goes and starts reading the cards. And she starts turning around. She says, I can't do this. There's something wrong. And I said, what do you mean you can't do this? I said, you've got exactly the same cards as Carol's had, and you've had them twice now. I said, I don't want to freak you out, but can you just read the cards for me, please? So she did. And I said, and I'll explain why after. And I said, you do realise we've got the same birthday and we have the same cards apparently. And it really freaked her out. So, yeah, I never went back to her. She did it last year and I thought I'll save her the agony because it really freaked her out. We had the same tarot cards apparently. Whatever. But yeah. So I do believe in them. Where I live, it's built up for wild rabbits. The foxes have depended on us for 7 years. Yeah. Whoa, literally, 500 meters. Never eat shredded wheat. Never eat shredded wheat. Northwest of me, 500 meters is a great big field which they're building a new GCHQ on, and they're taking all the habitat away from all the wildlife. So Jane. So that was Jacqueline, yeah. Jane, I'm a Leo too, but I don't think I'm a typical one. I don't think I'm a typical one. So what's a typical one, Jane? In what sense do you mean? I don't ever dismiss stuff like star signs and tarot cards as none of us know if there might be something in it. Yeah, honestly, me and Carol had a great laugh at their expense. Because Carol's, Carol, she's not the... What is it? I'm going to twist this around 180 on you, Jane. What is a typical Leo? Because I'll tell you this now, and I'm being honest. Carol and me, the only difference is that there's a number of years difference. She's a slightly older lady than I am. I'm 56, and she's slightly older than over 80. We got the same birthday, same star sign, obviously, and all that. But we're chalk and cheese. And I don't know if that's because, but she's a strong lady in her own sense, and it's amazing. She's an amazing lady in her own sense. Hello, Ali the Vida Right, you guys. Ali the vegan cat lady has just joined in. Remember, and about the subscribing the other week, some of you subscribed to this channel when I recommended. Never reached 20. Yeah, I knew that in the army days, but the thing is, it's 9:15, and I get up really early, and I don't get my sleep. I'm doing this challenge thing, and I'll start doing videos on it next. Right, let's stop there. No, go there first. I'll do a video on the challenge towards the end of next week because I'm on the end, coming up to the end of day 18, and I'm enjoying it. I struggled the first week, a bit like when I went vegan. The soya milk was my biggest gripe. Bauer, no sugar, no caffeine, really hit me, and no beans or pulses. Now, I did that for. I'll do it in the properly in the video, but you get to. I've had kidney beans a couple of times. I've not had chickpeas since I started or anything, but I've had kidney. I made a really beautiful chili and had 3 meals out of it. I gave my daughter one, and I've done other things, but I've got other things on the go, and I'll start doing videos on it prep because I'll talk about the tofu because I've experienced something else with the tofu. And if you've noticed, and I'll go into that with food shops, there probably won't be a food shop next week because I had a great voucher at Tesco's and I went and bought some bits yesterday. So I stocked up more on the stuff just for storage. Sorry, hello guys. But I wanted to do Jane, nice. Right. Where were we going? So I will do a video before I go to your bits, Jane, there. I will do the video on this. It's on this thing I've been doing for the last 18 days. It's a 60 days, so I'm almost at a third of the way there. I know I'll get to the end. I'm pleased with the bet size. It's getting me to exercise, and I'll do it all in a video. I've kept on about the vegan food review of all the foods, and Jane would know what this is like. Some of you guys might not have ever seen one. I've actually done all the paperwork now. I've gone through it all, so I scan everything, do it for a yucca, give it a score, do the protein, the additives, the fibers, the pros and the cons. I've done all the paperwork for it, and I finished it. Spent an hour or so this afternoon. Hello, everyone. Please give us a thumbs up if you're just joining, and please put your comments in. I will catch up with them all in a minute. I'm only a few behind. But yeah, so I've done everything apart from record it, and I plan on recording it to release it Monday. It'll either be 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. depending on the download. The food review will be downloaded for live to be out live on Monday morning, which gives people a chance to watch this if they don't watch this one live as well. But yeah, it's all done, and it took some going because there's so much food to be reviewed, and at the moment for the next 4-5 weeks, whatever it is, the next 42, my food reviews will be pretty bland in some ways, but that's why it's going in different. And I'll do some of the meals I've made, a Greek salad and all sorts, and really enjoying it, to be honest with you. I started by going to the kebab shop and just asking for salad, but now I'm making my own. I think Leos are supposed to be confident in outgoing. I've always said that I'm an introvert, extrovert. I can be the most outgoing person there is. I've always got something to say, I know that. But when I want it, like last night's a typical example. I just wanted to get home and be in my own bubble. I didn't even want to talk to. It sounds really horrible, and I phoned my daughter this morning about this. I just wasn't in the mood. I was hot, bothered, exhausted from the week. I just didn't want to talk to anyone. Unless if there's an emergency or something serious, I'm always there for my daughter. But there wasn't, so I didn't feel the need. So let's leave that there. I just couldn't. I was so introverted yesterday. It was unreal. Spent time in the garden, and it's difficult because R's here all the time. V's not been around much lately. Things going on in Ukraine, but R's here, and she's, we don't really spend that time. Yeah. Good to see you, Ali. So sorry about your kitty. Oh, don't. Thank you. Just suppose you comment before coming on here. Gutted to have lost him. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Ali. I'll catch up. I'm a few behind on your videos, to be honest with you. Oh. Jane, take care and be easy with her. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no! Oh, Ali, I'm finally on the Iggy quiche after seeing your vids. Love it. Oh, blessing in disguise. The Iggy quiche has been sold out in Tesco's for a few weeks. So blessing in disguise. I've not been able to get one if I wanted one, but I can't have one at the moment. It's just not there. My diet is very restricted. On top of being vegan, the diet I'm doing is not meant for vegans. To be honest, I've had this conversation with my daughter, and she said, "Get the beans and pulses in." So I am in moderation because everything else is going well and the energy levels are up. But I do miss the. I would probably be paid this money for it one now, which I would probably pay the money for Nickety Quiche now, which I always begrudged full price in the past. But yeah, coffee's been a strange one. But I've gone to tea. I've had a couple of. I started having decaf yesterday, to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie, but we'll go into the video on that one. I'm trying to go into that. Thank you, Jane. So kind doesn't get any easy whether it's your first or 10th. It doesn't, unfortunately, and it really doesn't. I mean, Zeus Ty's brother, when I lost him, that absolutely broke me because I was so focused on the chat. But let's not dwell on that. I'm going to watch your videos, Ali, over the weekend. The quiche is Iggy quiche. Go on, guys. It's the tomato. It's got tomato. I haven't even got one in the food review because I haven't had one for a little while. Let's find out. Good question, Matt. I haven't had one for a while. It's really good, Matt. It's usually £4.60. I remember the days when you used to get it on offer for some like, £3. And what you got to understand, Matt, with this, I'm doing this honest. They changed the recipe last year. Right, I'm going to show. It's marinated tomato, broccoli, and spinach vegan quiche. It's like that, if you can see it. But that recipe has changed in the last year, so that's why I had to change. What did it say? £4.80 at Waitrose. No, don't pay £4.80 at Waitrose. Get it at Tesco. So it's frequently on offer and club card deal at Tesco's. Get it when it's on offer. This is the broccoli tomato. Yeah. I'm looking for a vegan cheese and onion. I can't find one. I think, unfortunately, Matt, and it'd be expensive. The only way you get them is at the vegan farmers markets, and then the vegan markets, and then they're not. I'm going to one next weekend in Cirencester. Squeaky the Bean are a really good brand, aren't they? Do lovely tikka masala pieces. Squeaky Bean are really good. I've always been a bit of a tightwad. I'm going to put this. I'm 56. Until last September, I lived on my own. I have got 2 Ukrainian sisters staying as I'm a host to 2 Ukrainians now. But that's my daughter left years ago. She's been on 1 week since she finished uni, and she's in her 30s now. So I spent the best part of a decade living on my own, mortgage, and everything. This is not a pay. I've got a mortgage still at the moment. I've got a few years left on it. 4, I think. I think it's 4. But I've always been a bit of a tightwad because I've always had this feeling I've got no one to have on my back, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So I've always been a bit of a tightwad. So, and I understand the cost of living, and I can be flamboyant tight. My daughter went to university. She's got married 6 years ago this month. Next week, 6 years, and 5 years this next week. 5 years, and there's so many. But I've always been able to scrape by, and it's like when you get the vet bills and they're extortionate, like I had earlier. I've always been over a tightwad, but I've just spent £2 on a bag of organic kale because they didn't have any normal what I call normal kale in Tesco's this morning. But I didn't mind because if I spent X amount, it was a lot of money. But if I spent X amount, I got £12 off, and I got some garden furniture, some lights to go in the garden, solar lights, a table because I like to sit out there and just drink and chill out and relax. And I've got a chair and all that lot. So I did different things. Ali, I've jumped over to Sainsbury's at the min. Our Tesco's been awful with fridges, freezers, and weather. Yeah, unfortunately, that can hit any supermarket. My friends and manager at Morrison's, and they absolutely decimated 2-3 weeks ago with their fridges and freezers and whatever. But yeah, I do find I just personally believe Sainsbury's just a little bit dearer. Um, Sainsbury's is slightly closer than Tesco's, but I also get a better range at Tesco's. But at the moment, I could go to Sainsbury's because my dietaries it's completely changed, which I will go into. I've decided not to have any more animals of my own. I just can't cope with my feelings. I do a bit of dog fostering, but can't have one of my own. I still cry thinking about my last cat puppet. I'm sorry, Jane. I've got this policy that it's a selfish one. I have my daughters Digby Monday to Friday, quite frequently taking them out the weekends, but not at the moment. Not this weekend. They're doing it. And I've said to them, when I'm gone, everything's yours, but you've got to look after the pet. Ty was originally my daughter's cat, and they've got Miles now because I said I keep him. They asked it, did I want to keep him? And I said, yeah. And it was him and Zeus at the time, and I wanted to. And yeah, he's my boy. But Frank is 12 on the 19th of August, and I will have another one. But then that's my lifestyle. I'm 56, but I do know that my next one could possibly be my last one or two. Let's put it that way. But it would be a rescue of some description, possibly a collie. I'm like with collies. Frank has been amazing, but I'm not going to get another amazing black lab. I walk a few black labs and they're absolute nightmares. Frank is just the exception. I'm going to oregano. I love it. I'm a pizza's favorite food and roast dinner. Okay. I've got a little set of herb pots at the front. I've got sage, thyme, rosemary, and a load of mint. And at the moment, I didn't today, but I've been doing, if I do the mushrooms, I do them in the air fryer. And then I cook them dry and then put a little bit of olive oil on and then some of the thyme in them at the moment. That's what I've been doing. I've done that 2 or 3 times in the last week. Yeah, to be honest with you, Jane, the garden, there's a little chair. The little table was reduced at Tesco's to £12. The chair was £11, and the garden light bulbs were £4.50. I didn't go splurging the 30, 40, 56. I was looking at 2 chairs and a table, and it was £125 somewhere. But I will pick another chair up for that V as well. I nearly said their name then, V. But yeah, it's to make it. I've got a deck in, and I've been doing a few bits and pieces in the garden as of late. I've got a big one of those 3-meter secateur things come in on Monday because the eucalyptus tree's needs some trimming. Some of the other trees need a bit of cutting that back a bit. I've got a lot of trees, but I tell you what, I have got, Jane. I've got an absolute glut of pears, and the wildlife will have some, but I will have some this year. I've only ever had 1 pear off my trees. I will this year. I actually moved into a nice flat last year, just after last June. June last year, so not cooked a roast dinner for at least 3 years. Was shared nice living before. How do you find that? Do you miss the company though, Matt? I don't know. I'm just asking. I mean, we're all different. I just wondered, do you miss I don't know. Do you miss the company of having other flatmates? Obviously, I can't. This Christmas, I'm cooking it. Now, I always go to my daughters and son-in-laws. They lived further away until last month. I used to go on Christmas Eve and come home on Christmas afternoon and have lunch with them. They're not vegan, but they cooked it all vegan separate for me. They've been really, really good. So over the years, this year, even if I went over Christmas Eve, I could come back because it's only a 5-minute drive, and I would come back. Not that there's anything wrong with their house. It's just Ali. I've still got 5 cats. I couldn't bear being without. I would look into another things. That's what Percy was. Who I just lost. Not quite ready yet, but will when I'm ready to. Yeah, take your time. There's no rushes there. You take your time. Do it. Oh, no oboe for not flatmates. Shared dice mate. Okay. Okay. So that's good then. I'm glad it's all worked out good. Team out. Jacqueline after that last time I went 1 week without one and had mice droppings on my. Oh, mice droppings. Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah, we had a spade, a spasmer. Oh, we're going about 10 years ago. Something had happened, and you get rats in the garden. And I know they say you're never that far away from cats, rats, I should say. But the cats are I've never. We don't get them now. I think also because I've got 2 compost bins. I think them rats used to go into there for the warmth, but I haven't got them. Yeah, it does sound better, doesn't it? For Matt Ali, I agree with you. Yeah. Oh. Chicken McNugget. My advert, I'm on a when I put the thing on, see McDonald's chicken McNuggets. I know what I was going to talk about. I'm going to get some out of this drink. What we got? Five kids in the house. Wow. Wow. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, Matt. It's got to be difficult not feeling relaxed and happy for 6 years. I'm glad you're there now. I really am. Hey, 40 is a young age, mate. 40 is a young age. I've got this. This actually came out. I took a screenshot, so bear with me. I'd like to go into 1 or 2 things, and we haven't mentioned certain things today, which is great. This was on. What was that on? It didn't come up. I haven't seen it, but it sums the world up. This is the guy that's got a YouTube video out there doing a vegan Wellington using honey because it's only from bees. I took a picture of this. It came out on some. Gordon Ramsay sat on a live cow, and people were questioning it, but apparently he really did. He sat on a cow to advertise the fact that vegan flora butter, which the irony is it's not been in Tesco's for months. The vegan flora butter, I can't have it now. He's got a keg and launched Skip the Cow regularly that year, picking up Cannes Line and APG Golden Petter vegan foods award along with the Ramsay Irritation launched in the UK and Netherlands before global TV rollout partnership with TAG Floors. Oh, Ramsay has softened publicly on plant-based foods for years, appearing in 2021's Silk Oat Milk ad, investing in some food company I'm partnering Impossible. Partnered with Impossible in 24. He now credits his kids for the shift. Some vegans are cheering, others are asking the man who still serves foie gras in the face is the face of the message. Yeah, that's what part of got me. And then foie gras. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it when Gordon Ramsay. But that I don't know how new or fresh or old that is. Let's get off that one because there's a message. Where are we up to? When it doesn't help, stresses of or over now. I'm having some corn sausages in the min. Only takes 10 minutes. Do you know what? The air fryer. Great thing, isn't it? The air fryer. The corn. I've never had the corn sausages. I've got some in the freezer, which I can't have. Linda McCartney, some rosemary ones in the freezer. Yeah, I've never had the corn ones. What score would you give them out of 10, Matt? I'm glad you're happy as well, Ali. No, do you know what? It's all about the money with Gordon Ramsay's. Doesn't feel like a Saturday. Hi, Charlotte. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, he's not, but it just. I remember when I did not long after I hadn't been vegan a year, and I wanted to do a vegan Wellington, and he used onion in it. Part of his, I sort of video. I thought, I haven't got the time of day for him. 8 out of 10. Linda McCartney, my fave. Okay. Charlotte. I said Charlie. I meant Charlotte. Sorry. Ali, I will watch your videos this week. So glad you escaped. Yeah, Jacqueline. Ali's the lady like you, and I think it was Jane subscribed to. Jane might have already been subscribed, but 2 subscribed the other week that I know of. Yeah. So how's your week then, Charlotte? Everyone else is putting comments in that in. Please let us know how you're getting on. And you missed all the kerfuffle. I'm not touching it. The microphone plater. No, I'm not gonna. I can't. I can't be dealing with that right now. Everybody knows that I'm doing a live video, so I'll leave that there. Yeah. Thank you. It's probably why I've missed a few, Ali, because it kind of goes through the rhythm, doesn't it? And you get when it comes up on the recommendations, that's when I watch them. Sorry, I've missed a few. All good. Glad you're doing well. Caught up on your older live streams the other. Oh, what did you do that for? So you can point out the thing. Yeah, some of the older ones are really old. I did this is the longest streak, and I want to say this now. It's gonna be Saturday night, every Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I might do an extra one in the winter months when it's long, cold, and dark winter nights. But winter at 8 o'clock is going to be my Saturday at 8 o'clock. So going to be all the way through. I know Paul and Jason have got one in a few weeks. I might adjust my time slightly on that one. Might do the right, but I'm going to try and keep to it. There is actually Saturday, August the 15th. I'm going to watch the ice hockey in Cardiff, so it'll definitely be a different day that week. But I might do one on the Friday and the Sunday. It's all to do with my birthday, because I'm not always feeling up to making them. And then I think, I'll do some. Let me just check something on you. Just checking something on yours, Sally. Sorry. She goes right at the top. Valley the vegan cat lady. Oh, I wanted. I went into. Why is it giving me? So I'm just checking Ali's out a second. Came straight up. It's not coming to you. So what's going on? What's this going on? Sorry, guys. Just shouldn't. This is when it helps if you've got two. It's I'm trying to find. I'll do it later and I'll message you separately, Ali. Sorry, I'm just having a blind and I don't want to be just rude to people that are watching live. Can you hear Frankie? You go and enjoy your sausages, Matt. Yeah, I know, Charlotte. The trouble is, I don't want to miss. I don't want to compete with those vegan guys, Paul and Jason. It's not, Yeah, Frankie's snoring down there, chilling and snoring. It's the there's a lady who used to watch all my videos, and there are so many shorts. I mean, how many shorts I've done, I haven't got a clue. I do one or two most days. When I'm really on game, it's two because there's always a dog one and a meal one. But at the moment, it's been one and not every day. But there's a lady who used to watch them all and comment, and it was amazing. But I did feel for her, thinking, why, you know, why put yourself through it? It sounds horrible. I'm not. I'm great. I'm always grateful because it was always part of the deal. But oh, how many have I done? It doesn't tell me. There are lots, but quite a few of my shorts get over 1,000, especially the dog walking ones. Which I don't mean to. I don't mean to be deceitful, but the dog walking ones are just part of the parcel of it. And sorry, Charlotte, I mentioned it right at the beginning, but I don't think my microphone. I haven't been able to get hold of them. I know where they've gone to. It's the fact that the hours that they're open, and I don't want to just call. I realise it's a voluntary thing. I haven't wanted to call them out of, but I'm going to make a donation to them, so I will be on it. It's after. It's not half term. It's 6 weeks holidays now, isn't it? So I will have a bit apart from this Monday, which is extremely busy. I'll have time in the week. I have a pad. I write down things to do, and I will call them. And I make even if I save all the numbers and that, I can call them when I'm out just walking because I want to make a donation. I will find out. I don't even know how many they found, to be honest. It just worries me that they've left one or two, and people are just vile basically with that side of things. Yeah, no. So yeah, that was on the 20th. That was a month ago, wasn't it? So, and they were real little kids. Can you hear Frankie snoring? I can hear her snoring when I'm in bed at night, and she's settled on the sofa, but she's on the floor at the moment. No, the name. Yeah, I found the name. I have found the name. Sorry, I just don't know the full ins and out details. So just let me get back. I promise you, Charlotte, I do the little tasks. If, like I said, if people give me things to watch, I watch them. By this time next Saturday, I'll be able to give you the name, and I want to give it every details on it. Thanks, Jane. I wouldn't worry about PNG. They get hundreds watching, and this is probably a different audience. I am more comfortable with smaller gatherings. Well, you seem to make a lot of friends in this group, Jane. So promise you, that's not a. Now it sounds like I did that to get you to watch next week. But I'll make a different. I'll try and do a short on it, maybe just an update. I'll find out. It's my own work project. Yeah, it's weird. I watched theirs last night, but I didn't participate. If you know what I mean, I have it on. I listen to them, but I just don't comment that often because I don't. Because we are different types of. You know, we've met a few times. Paul, I've met Paul and Jason a few times. They're really nice people. My guys, you know, those vegan guys. They're really nice guys, but yeah, we're just different in our things. Just different in our thing. We do things different ways as well. Learned about them for years. Yeah, they're Paul and Jason are at Oldham Way, aren't they? Manchester. They're really sound. I mean, I've met them a few times. They do vegan camp out, so they won't be doing it live that week. But you know, they do a lovely video on it, and I'll watch their video on it after. They do a big video of their meals of the week, and they do it that way. And they do their food shop. They go to more places, and they go into the supermarkets, which I should start doing a bit. But you know, I've got all the gear. He says, bought a new lens for my camera the other week. Yeah. Yeah, Ali, I do prefer smaller groups. I do enjoy their lives, but getting lost. That's just it. I mean, that's why the one thing I do like about this, I can waffle on about absolutely anything, and then come back, and there's only 4, 5, 6 messages to catch up on, and some of them are just hello, which sounds horrible. Don't mean it like that, you know that. But yeah, while we're here, I'm just going to run through a few things quickly. As I always say, when you watch a video, and this will go for Alice later on, always watch the adverts in the middle because that's where the money comes. And I'm saying that now, and I'll be open and transparent with you guys as always. I've always said the money's going to FARS, and it is. It's going. I will know the first few days of August before the open day what my account is taking. So I've never taken a penny out of the YouTuber account. I've just left it there, and it's going to them minus the tax, and hopefully they can do some good with it. So that will be doing. Plan on doing all that for the open weekend. So I'll do a video and being transparent. And after I've done that, if you then no longer want to watch the ad, I can't force you to watch them, but because the money won't be going to them so much, to be honest with you, because I need to do things. So I just make sure I didn't catch up with some more. So yeah, that's just been the way. Paul and Jason make donations, don't they? They do the music and they've given cash donations before. Whereas with FARS, which is Farm Animal Rescue Sanctuary, as I always point out, based just outside Stratford upon Avon, 7 miles outside Stratford. I've done the charity. I did the Cotswold Way the 1 year. That was hard going. Only because I had an allergic reaction to nuts halfway through. Not far from home, actually. And the other big thing I recommend, I did the 5 marathons in 5 days. But I was rucking them, so I had weight on the back as well. And it was up and down hills because I live in a valley. But, I've also raised money for the food bank over the road, around the corner sort of thing. So I do try and do different things. I'll always give to FARS. It's just that it will. This is the significant one this year. I don't want to do a challenge this year. But what can I say? I want to do a few challenges as well and do the video. There's so much. I've got the book. I mean, I should retire just so I can do YouTube, which is pathetic thing to say really because it's not it wouldn't be cost effective. But no, I've always wanted to do. If there's a few challenges I've wanted to do. I did the 4x4x48 the other year, about 3 years ago now, just to do it that weekend when it's traditionally done. Oh, and it was brutal, and it was tiring, and it was exhausting. But I did it. You had to do 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. So I started on a Friday night at 7 and finished on the Sunday at 11, I think it was, in the morning, it's 11 a.m. But you're getting up in the middle of the night, 11 and 3, doing it on hours, 4 miles at 11 o'clock at night, then 3 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock again. It was tiring. There's a few others I wanted to. How would you guys that are watching now feel if I did a video on them? Because it's not so much me. It's just it's my. To me, it shows that even though I'm vegan, I can still do the things that I want to do. You know what I mean? Charlotte, as far as you're close, is it the closest? No. Far as I discovered them in 2021, and the first person I met from Fars was Ellie, and then Carol and Lenka. Lovely people. The Farm Animal Rescue Sanctuary, which is really close to Fars, is slightly closer, but I've never been there. Never had anything to do with them. I've heard not so. They're not a vegan charity. I'll tell you what. The thing that got me with Fars is it's a vegan sanctuary. That's the most important thing there for me. That's why I'm supporting them as much as I do. Vale Wildlife Hospital, I support. I'm a member there. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Vale Wildlife, Vale Wildlife Hospital. I pay an annual membership there to help them out because they do so much good. And if I find some injured animal of any description, I take it to Vale. So that's there. And then I'm not that different. I've never been to it. I do a monthly donation to Dean Farm Trust because it's an animal sanctuary. Matt Pritchard's the patron of that one, and I get on with Matt. And I've started doing them in December last year, a monthly donation, because something went wrong and they lost most of their direct debit donations. So I caught them at the Christmas fair, and it's my thing to do. Charlotte, check there. They're not far from me in the Midlands, I think. Charlotte, just so you know, be careful on this one. It's Fars, Fars. And if you got, I'm going to show it you because there's another one which has got. They did a sneaky thing which we're not going to go into because, and it's not a, but this is a vegan sanctuary, so bear with me. There you go. This is Fars. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got the circle with the sheep in there. It's a basic, predominantly sheep. They've got a little Tommy now, though, haven't they? They've got lots of chickens and pigeons and quite a few cats. They've got an open day on August the 8th, Saturday, August the 8th. And if it's not that far away and you can get there, it's really worth going to. It really is. I love everything that those vegan guys do, but tend to watch and comment on their lives afterwards rather than at the time. It's fair enough, Jane. You said that last week, didn't you, when we had the conversation? It's just the fact that I don't even like the idea of, 3 or 4 people. We've got 6 watching at the moment. How are you all? I don't want to compete in any way, shape, or form. The vegan one, yeah. There's another one called The Farm Animal Sanctuary. And everyone thinks that's Fars because they're so close together and it's not vegan. And its patriarch is Joanna Lumley. I donate to the rescue ranch near To fast, it's also vegan run. The Rescue Ranch. Which one's that, Jane? Jacqueline, hi Matt. I really hope you feel stronger. Matt's just cooked himself. He's off cooking himself some corn vegan sausages in the air fryer, so he should be back soon. Yeah, Jane. It's not. It's right. What I know about this, so, and we both know mutual people. I've never been there because it's the lady that established it just after Carol established Vars. They're good friends, which is lovely. But since they've got a board of directors and all sorts of, they've got a power. I mean, they raised 6 million to keep the thing open, didn't they? They had a big thing going on for it, and they own the property outright now. Whereas Farm Animal Rescue Sanctuary, they're having to do a land buy thing where you can get a square foot of land for £2.50, and their hope is to buy some land somewhere because they've only got about 7 years, six. I'll get all the information when I see Ellie properly, and hopefully I'll see Ellie next weekend at Cirencester. But yeah, so they've had to do a appeal to get land, buy square foot of land, so they can buy land to move everything. I got it, Matt. I have a friend who works at Tesco's. He finishes at 12. That's a late shift, isn't it? Because the shop shuts at 11 on a Sunday. But he's coming past me on the way home to get into bits and bits, drop off mates. No, that's using your initiative. Does he give you his discount, Matt? Staff discount? Truthfully, don't hold me to that because I do know a lot about Tesco's, but they changed their policy years ago how that discount works. It used to be off everything, and now it's limited. I support Arthur's Acres in the US. It's a pig sanctuary, amazing place. I'll look into a monthly donation for Fars also. Seeing their square land on their web. Yeah, that's they need to get the land, and that pot I know is being kept completely separate, but it's going to take a long time to get a substantial amount of money to do it. Arthur's Acres in the US. Ali, have they got anything on YouTube about them? Just so I can see a visual on it. Be interested. I'll check them out. Oh, sorry, got backache. Just bear with me. James put rescue ranch is very small. Some goats and sheep, dogs, and rescue field. It's run by amazing people, Sue and Jaws, who do all the work themselves. Jane, I'm going to take. I don't need to. I'll check them out. I will check them out. Matt, oops, so my brother-in-law. Okay, Matt, sorry. Evesham. Charlotte, Happy Cow list the one. What are they? Sorry. Oh. Charlotte, do you know Happy Cow list the one in Evesham, vegan too? Which is the one in Evesham, Charlotte? And I'll try and get back straight to you on it. It's not vegan as I understand. They serve. Oh dear, getting confused. It's not vegan as I understand, Charlotte. They serve vegan food at events, but the term aren't vegan. It's really weird. Evesham. Vales in Beckford, which is just outside Evesham. I'm trying to understand which one. If it's the Farm Animal Rescue Sanctuary, it's definitely not vegan. And that's because they pay staff, don't they, and what have you, and they have the board of directors and all sorts. No, the Farm Animal Sanctuary is the one on Happy Cat. It's not vegan. Don't care. It's when they do their open day, they have lots of vegan. I mean, Golden Glaze go there, the vegan donut company, and they have vegan food stores, but it's basically it's run like a business, and the people that run it aren't vegan. So I don't. Charlotte said something to Jane there, but yeah, no, that's where this is where all the farm animal rescue thing gets really messy. They watch this and they get their lawyers onto me, which would be good. I'd do a video on it. But yeah, they're not. It's not a vegan establishment. Whereas you go to Fars, Lenka, Carol, Ben, Ellie, Izzy, they're all vegan, and all the others all vegan. Thanks, Charlotte. Charlotte, that's the trouble. We've always said this, and the annoying thing is, they established just after, but the founders are friends. Carol and the older lady that started it, are friends, but they deliberately made it confusing. It's a conundrum, it really is. But if you there's a great whenever you go to if you go to Fars at a weekend, and they have open days. You can go there during the week. I think it's a Wednesday, Saturday. Definitely Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday at certain times. You have to get in contact. But what I was going to say to you is, sorry, my backache. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to go and grab something. I'm going to grab something. My back's aching. Oh. That's what you need to know. Oh. My back is absolutely aching. Don't take no notice of this. But that's why when I sit in the dining room, I think ergonomic chair. I think it's when I change car and I sit in my car quite a bit driving from one because the seat's too comfortable, and my back's suffered lately from it. But also, you get the odd dog that pulls sometime on the lead, and that dinner. Hopefully that'll help it a little bit. Let's read this. Yeah, there's close things there. So, no, go on up, Franks. Go on up. Want to say hello, Frankie? Frankie, come here. Hello, Frankie. Come on, do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Hello, Frankie. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do you want to love in? Come on. Hello, Gil. Oh, hello. I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Frankie. Yes, I will. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Frankie. Yeah, I know. Ty's outside. Ty, the bugger, the other day, stood on the laptop, went over the keys, and completely lost. It took me hours to get back into everything. You know, Jacqueline, it's way before my time. We're talking the 1980s. It's just unfortunately the way it is. The irony is that, like I said, the two founders are good friends, so I don't know. But the other one, the Farm Animal Sanctuary, is Patreon. Is Joanna Lumley. So yeah, but they're definitely not vegan. So that's the battle. You never see them at the places where Fars go. You know, it just doesn't work that way. But they have had their open day on the same days as well, and people have gone to them and said, "Oh, we've got the wrong one." So I don't know, but I think, to be honest, it all started off many moons ago with the animals being the actual focus and primary focus, and that's great. But nowadays it's run differently. So I'm trying to. The farm, it says it's Evesham, which is Whereas, see, this is the thing. It says on their thing, Evesham. They are based Evesham, whereas Fast is Stratford upon Avon, so they're not that far apart. I mean, they do a lot of animals, don't they? Established over 30 years ago, the Farm Animal Sanctuary is the first of its kind in the country. See, this is what I don't like. Over 30 years ago, which Fast 80s. So Fast has been around longer. It provides safe, but at the end of the day, they're doing good. Was founded by Jane Taylor after she witnessed the horrific reality of livestock markets across the country, selling sick, malnourished, and frightened animals that were facing certain death or a lifetime of it. The thing is, I got to be careful what I say. The things I know and know. Jan and Carol are really good friends, and that's all that matters to me. Just Giving campaign, bearing in mind, I think it was 6 million they had to get. They paid 6 million for this farm. Just Giving can develop Manor Orchard Farm. Manor Orchard Farm is ours, and now real work begins. Thanks to now we need to help develop the farm. Sanctuary they deserve. Your support will help. I mean, they've got some lovely animals, but it's a difficult one because at least they've got it home now. They've got it home now, whereas Fars won't have soon. Now it's saying on the other page, nearly 40. See, they change it. Look, at the end of the day, it is an animal sanctuary and it's about the animals, so I'm not going to go down that route too much now. That's right, they still do important work, just not vegan people running it. That's it. Fast was established in 1988. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, August the 20th, 1988. Yeah, Jacqueline, that is true, but and that sorry, we've all come to the same conclusion, haven't we? But I think, to be honest with you, we've all come to the same conclusion because that's a vegan conclusion. Whereas they do things to, oh, let's just focus on the one in hand. I mean, it's difficult, but at least they've got a established place now, which is great. But it's yeah, I don't know. Let's move off that one. The open day for Fars is August the 8th, as I said. I think it's something like 10 or 11 a.m. till 3 or 4 p.m. If you know the other bits, you know the other bits. And we keep that like that. But yeah, it's a good event and it's so cheap to go to. Make sure you take some digestives. I know the price of digestives have gone up a bit, but the sheep love them. They really do. Rich tea. Not digestive, rich tea biscuits. Sorry. Sorry. And the only reason I said that, Jane, before you click off, is because I did a review on the digestives this afternoon. So yeah. Get there. So yeah, that's it on that one. What I was gonna say. Yeah. Have you seen the videos of Toby Jane in the but the stuff going the animals they care for, so are paying for them to be slaughtered. Yeah, it's a it's a conundrum. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a real conundrum. Could you imagine what good? Could you imagine if they had an open day and Joey Carlsberg turned up and Earthling Ed turned up? And Earthling Ed's got a sanctuary as well, hasn't he? So at least we know he's his speaker. But yeah, could you imagine if they turned up? The sheep live doing. Yeah, I know, but it's the rich tea for me. Sorry, it's the rich tea for me. I look forward to doing a little video of Toby. I've got loads of. They do it on. As you know, Jane, you'd have seen the videos on Toby. Tommy. Toby, Paul Toby passed. Tommy, little Tommy. But I want to. I would only use my own. You know what I mean? But I've got so many videos on him. I'm sure he'll get lots of sponsors. I have to make sure they've got him ready for. Yeah, I'll have to have a word. Unfortunately, I don't. I say unfortunately, I haven't got time in life to. I don't interact as much with the files on the WhatsApp on the volunteers page as I should do. Jacqueline, oh my gosh, that's horrific. Are you referring to Jane's comment about? I presume you're about the first bit, not the digestives, because yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? How do you find out that sheep like rich tea biscuits? I don't know. Frankie, what's your favourite biscuit? Eh? No? Oh. Sleepy girl. She had 2 good walks today because it's a lot cooler today. But yeah, where we're going to go from this now then? There's a vegan market at Cirencester, I believe, next Sunday, so I'll probably go to that. But I've got the live next week before that, and I will give the update on the kittens and that live. Don't know what else to say. Carol is like I said, Carol's a completely different character to me, to be honest with you. And she's the founder of Farm Animal Rescue Sanctuary. And yeah, we're like chalk and cheese and a lot of both. But she started off all the good work. So yeah. It's really worth going to the open day. There'll be lots of food stalls, lots of charity stores. They'll have some sabs there. And it's funny, isn't it? I think you can tell, this tells you the mentality. You can trust something if the sabs, if you know what the sabs are. If a sab element is prepared to have a store or something somewhere, you know it's legitimately going to be vegan. And I think that's a good way of looking at it. They don't get in, they struggle to get the funding they need for their things. But that's, I think, is a good, if you get sabs there, it really, to me, says this is definitely going down the right route. And they will be at the FARS Open Day, along with many others. Jacqueline, the sheep near the hospital where my daughter works like peanut butter sandwiches. Right, there's 2 parts of this, because I can't eat peanut butter. But I have sunflower butter. It's really good. Organic sunflower butter from a Cornish label. But the last jar I bought was from Tesco's because they've started doing it this time after 6 years. A sunflower one. I've not tried it yet because of this thing. But my one question to you is, how on earth do you find out that the sheep likes peanut butter sandwiches? And by the way, when I do like the endurance things like the Ike's 25, if I do a marathon Ike, a tab, a yomp hike, whatever you want to call it, with serious weight, and I'm going up and down hills, Cleveland or Campton Hill, and all around, doing the circular. It's a full marathon. I have peanut butter with raspberry jam. Well, not peanut butter, it's sunflower nut. But I treat it like that. How do you know? It's an interesting question there. Seen a guinea pig rescue place, type place, horrified. Sorry. Seen a guinea pig rescue type place, horrified. Someone's approved to breed guinea pigs for eating. Comments on the chat and said, I said, but you don't bat an eye on chicken, pigs, cows. You eat. Yeah. A friend of mine a long time ago at guinea pig. It's a delicacy in Peru, isn't it? Apparent delicacy, and I don't see it like that. It's you must know how I feel about that now. But then again, if 20 years ago, if a butcher's in Peru sold guinea pig, I would have sold it, wouldn't I? So I don't know. It's a difficult one to. I say it's just my circumstances, isn't it? It sometimes, because I am aware of what I've done in the past. But I'll tell you that. I had a nervous drink, I think. But yeah, it's a real difficult one. Hello. See, we've got 10 of them. Please get your comments in. They're always welcome. Any questions as well, please get them in. Yeah, you lose one straight away when you say something like that. And mind you, there's a 60. I'll say this now. I believe there's a 60-second delay before you hear what I say. Did you enjoy your corn sausages, Matt? Nice to have you back. Yeah. Yeah, it's here's a few. Oh, back. Yeah, don't know. What am I going to say? What else is on my mind? There are a few things. I'm doing this food challenge. It's not a food, it's more of a lifestyle. And it's the exercise is the killer bit. I'll catch your messages in a minute. But the food has been pretty good. The exercise can be tiring. I'm not getting enough sleep in though. Look at thy whinge. No, not cooking. They are pets in different feelings, but we don't agree with any animals. My daughter was eating them, and they kept begging her. Sorry, I'll answer your question, Charlotte. Right, where are we going? My daughter was eating them, and they kept begging. Right. Sorry, I thought yeah. So they actually, these sheep said, "Please, can I try your peanut butter sandwich?" How did you change? Oh, I had to have an operation in 2001, and a part of my intestines removed, and part of that was not part of it. It's because I've got Crohn's, and they said to me that I'd have to have a bag by the time I was 50, and life went on from 2001, and as you know, I was a butcher, and life went on, and things were getting to a bit of an edge of struggle later on in my in my mid-40s. In my mid-40s, started playing up again a few times. I had a few little scares and what have you, and it's not very pleasant. And I decided that I needed to go something radical. I wanted to try something radical, and I looked at all the different things. I think we did think we might have done paleo for a little while. When I say might have done, I mean back in the 90s, we did not in the 90s. It was probably just trying to get the dates right. No, I got my dates wrong. That was before. We did paleo for a little while. My daughter thought it might be a good idea, but that didn't work, obviously. And then she suggests, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a massive curveball. I'm going to think outside the box. I'm going to go vegan. But I'm going to do Veganuary to start with, and that would have been January. I thought this September 2019, and then my daughter said she wanted to do vegetarian for a month in the October 2019, and I went vegetarian in October. Sorry. I went vegetarian October 2019. Enjoyed it, but the trouble is, I automatically went to cheese. I've never been a cheese fan in my life, and then I stuck with it all the way through until Christmas Eve 2019, and we had to had one of those pork pies with the cranberries on the top. By the way, there is a really good vegan pork pie out there for the taste wise you would know no different. And we'll go through that. We do the foods towards Christmas, that kind of thing. Too calorific and not that healthy that you can eat all year round, really. People do, and I don't judge because I was till a while ago. But yeah, so I had that and I had some dairy and meat. I was so unwell processing the pork pie and other stuff. And I was up at 3:00 on Christmas morning being unwell. And then on Christmas Day, 2019, the last time I ate meat, and that's the truth, so we've got to be truthful and frank. And it was definitely rib of beef. I can't remember if it was goose or turkey, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. I was so unwell afterwards the next day that my stomach played up from it all the way through to the day before New Year's Eve. And I knew I was going to do Veganuary because I told everyone I was going to do Veganuary. And I did Veganuary and I never looked back. Apart from this, I did struggle for a week with... I struggled with soy milk for about a week. That's my biggest grubber. I got bread and some nice filler. Make something filling but cold. Fair enough, Matt. That's good, sorry. We can only support a handful of charity sanctuaries, so by the large, I only support vegan-run places, but I still admire most of the others. Yeah, and I was non-vegan for 48 years, so I can't be too judged. Yeah, that's exactly it, Jane. Sometimes your words of wisdom just come out, don't they? Because that's exactly it. Yes, and nice sandwiches, that's the trick, Matt, when you're not up for cooking anything. True. You were so unlucky to get Crohn's, which is a horrible disease. Matt too. I don't know how you both cope. Yeah, well, Matt's been through a lot more than I have, so I get it. Vegetarian now since my bag. I have to get more protein and enjoy my food more. Now, I said, I not let anyone down. I don't eat meat at all or want to. That's... Do you know? And I'll bring this up in this video. Matt, what you said, and you hit a nail on the head. And I'll tell you this now. The struggle I have at the moment on this challenge that I'm doing for 60 days is protein because they've taken away the beans and pulses. So I've had to subsidize with protein powders because I'd never get the quantity I need in. And as we get older, you're not there yet, Matt. You're only 40, 16 years older. You don't digest as much of the protein, so you have to take more protein to get the required amount in. And protein's the one thing that your body doesn't store. Once it doesn't store it. When it's gone, it's gone. It's not like fat and sugars and carbs, which your body stores. It doesn't. The vegan anthem, animals, objects. There's Death for them. Veganism, the principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. Leslie Cross, 1951, the principle of realized personhood, without which. Thank you. It's all there. Okay. I like that. I like that. The vegan anthem. You're absolutely right. Objects, theirs for them. Veganism. That's so true. The principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. Leslie Cross, 1951, the principles of realized personhood, which deludes objection. Have to carry on, be strong, and think there's always somebody worse. Like the way I look at it, that's the true. Vegan anthem, vegetarians not to be celebrated. There is no use of vegans deal with the low. They are enslaved and exploited person. Matt. The vegan anthem. Abolish utilitarian welfare, anti-vegan, fake veganism, gatekeeping, rag baiting, weaponizing anti-religion objects, viewships against animals. Persons, okay. Are you able to eat soy chunks, which they are high in protein if you can? I do eat soy. I have the tofu, which is soy, and check them out. Actually, Matt, in a minute. I have tofu quite a bit at the moment, more than I should do. I've got some. Okay, Holland about dried soy. I'll have to check that out. The thing is, I have got 2 bags of the TVP textured vegetable protein in textured vegetable protein in my cupboard, but I can't have them at the moment. Apparently, please bear with, guys. Okay. Just checking some out. Sorry. Just checking some out, guys. Sorry, just bear with me. No, let's go. We'll get to that, Jen. I'm going to read through. Complicity is fundamental speciesism. If you are not actively doing this, the principle keeps you active. It's not a passive position. Right, the vegan anthem. The thing is, I'm 56 in a few weeks, so I'm 55. And I'm just trying to get the last one. I've only been vegan 6.5 years. I don't know where you're coming from. I've just checked your YouTube channel out. You know, you're obviously new starting and you're very passionate. I say this, my daughter and son-in-law aren't vegan. They don't watch this channel. Not interested. But I give my daughter vegan meals, and the way I look at it is I change their perspective one meal at a time. If I can get someone to be persuade someone that having one vegan meal a week is a start, 2 is better, 3 is far better. if I can get them to have 7 meals a week out of the 21, if you have 3 meals a day, really getting somewhere. But to take out 1 meal a day for a start is fantastic. Now, there are other people that would turn around and say, it doesn't matter. Like if you told me I had to die for it. The thing is, I've known Matt now for quite a few years through this channel, and he's not participated because of his illnesses as of late. The thing is, Matt was vegan and he's going through a vegetarian stage, and I get where he's coming. He's talking about the protein. He needs to sort himself out first. He's not been well for a while. If you've just come on and started chatting, and I get your points, I understand them, I really do. But I just look at it that 1 meal at a time. You can't change the world overnight. And I think the most important thing is Matt is looking after himself first and foremost. Everything else. So, I'm grateful that you put your comments out there. And, your channel will pick up its steam. By the way, the Vegan Anthem has got a YouTube channel you might want to check out. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there for now. Matt's more than welcome on it. He's participated more than. What do I do if people subscribe because of my dog walking? I presume the Vegan Anthem. Are you going to tell me also that, yeah, you were exploiting, and I totally agree, I was exploiting all animals when I was a butcher, but are you going to tell me that I'm exploiting now that I'm a dog walker because I'm only doing it to make money? I'm making money by exploiting dogs for walking dogs, because I've had vegans tell me that before as well. So, just... And I was going to say live and let live, but that's kind of a bit of a... I don't want to say that really, to be honest, because that's not how I feel. Depends what keeps you active. It's not a positive view. If someone is poorly, Matt is... Sorry, if someone is as poorly as Matt is going to be critical about the eats, and he's there on the vegan channel, that's thank you. What is used for infect? Are you for genetically breeding severely disabled humans when you need... Do you know what? What'd you do there? Just a sec. Remove. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to go for everything I checked out. I've just removed him, the Vegan Anthem. Well, I've deleted the message. I don't know if I've removed him or not yet. We'll figure that out. The thing is, I've never wanted to block anyone in my life, but he's got a small YouTube channel. He's got 48 subscribers. Maybe he's just trying to get a point on. He's seen half a dozen people here. Maybe he's just seen that there's 2,600 subscribers. Perhaps he thought he could get in there somewhere. I don't know. But nah. When he's entitled to his views, I respect some of his views. I respect he's a human being who's got a choice to make his own decisions on how he wants to do things. But that wasn't going to happen. So sorry that we went through that. So, Matt, you are doing well to be positive when you've been through so much. Please don't get upset about comments from people who know nothing from yours. Jacqueline, thank you. And Matt, I'm so sorry that I took time to... Yeah. Yeah, Matt, sorry, I was just doing it before we said, but I wanted to check out that. First thing I wanted to do was make sure he was genuine, it was a bot, and he wasn't a bot of all things. Oh, Charlotte, thank you. Yeah, don't worry. There'd be another one to come in now, but the thing is, I've never done that before, but I won't be afraid to do it again. Don't need to be rude to make a point. Exactly. Charlotte, no one will listen to that. But yeah. No, yeah. Where are we going to go? This is true, and I've talked about it 2 or 3 times previously, but you guys wouldn't know this. Some of Jane will know, I'm sure, but some won't. And I refer to Jane because Jane's been part of this community for a long time now. In 2007, I went to the Big Green Gathering. It was down in Cheddar Way, and I'm just going to draw my curtains. It's dark outside now. I went to the Big Green Gathering in Cheddar, and there were lots of vegans there. And I'll be honest with you, I was eating the food. It was delicious. It was lovely. I was enjoying it. I had my 12-year-old daughter with me and some friends. And a vegan was really, really in my face, aggressive, having a go, telling me about all the blood cells and the milk and everything else and the pus. And it was 100% factual what he was telling me. But the way he told me just made me dig my heels into the ground even more. And I always said he probably put me back years, but you can say, well, that's your own doing, you know. It was done the wrong way, is all I'll say. Sorry. So yeah, it was done the wrong way. So I've been a bit gut. You want to, Jane, going? I went on it, and there's this. I don't ask me. It's coded. No, Matt, not at all, mate. You're more than welcome here. You know that it's a safe space. Thank you. Is it okay to disagree? Is it okay to disagree? But there is a way to go about. Yeah, totally. This is a nice group and chat. Find it relaxing and come wind a bit. I do waffle on sometimes. Matt, king of the wafflers, mate. If you missed a few of the waffles of the past few months, hot and sunny, but until middle of August in Cornwall, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we get there. Agree, Charlotte. Yeah, I think to be honest with you, it's kind of sad. I mean, can I just say, he's actually got all the descriptions. He's actually managed to get. He's only ever done one video a day ago. 7 views, but he's got 48 subscribers. I missed that chat earlier. We do get hedgehogs, but not that many. There's a really good hedgehog rescue centre, sanctuary. I don't know what you call it. There's an hedgehog rescue place 10 miles from me, and my daughter's mother-in-law, so God knows what that makes me to wear nothing probably. She volunteers there, so Gloucestershire Hedgehog Sanctuary or something like that it's called. And they go to the again, typical Sally, her name is, I can say that. She goes to the sanctuary. They look at me weird when I don't have meat on my plate. Flying ads. I haven't seen any this year. I saw them last year. James, Jane, just before I went vegan, I ask for advice as I was struggling and I'd failed several times. Someone told me I was being selfish and that if I truly cared about animals, I'd go vegan overnight. Fanatics are very off, but do you know what? Oh, once you've gone on that pedestal, you. The irony is, if we've all seen, and we've talked about this a bit in the recent months, be careful when you're on that pedestal up there because you can easily get knocked off. And you're not knocked off by others, you're knocked off by your own doing. We all know of certain people that have done that, and I don't want to mention the name anymore. I did notice, not going to talk about it. Not going to talk about him. There are so many people that have been. Charlotte, it is a known thing that a group are going around aggressively, mostly on Instagram, and other vegan activists are standing against it. Thank you for that comment, Charlotte. The irony is I didn't realise, but you don't, wouldn't you? But it's never the case, it takes all sorts. An American. Hello. After listening to our bodies yet? It was only when kind vegans in my workplace encouraged me to support me. For me, I'm 14 years vegan now. Wow, well done, Jane. That's a long time. Good. Say you have 3 meals a day, 40. This is the. I love maths, and I love a calculator. We'll round it up. You're 14 years. We won't go into today. 365 days a year. That's 5,110 days. If you have 3 meals a day, you've had 15,330 meals without snacks. And that's how I look at it. Now, if I give my son and daughter-in-law a vegan meal once a week, say, and there's 52 weeks, so that's 104. It's been more, by the way, but I'm being times 6.5. They've had 676 meals which have been inflicted on animals. And that's how I do it. That's my logic. That's the way I do it for them. And when I made vegan banana bread and all that lot during lockdown, they would take the whole thing. Charlotte, the active plant geezer. The active plant geezer has been targeted too. He is a great one to check out if you don't know him. Plant geezer. I think I might have heard of him recently. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it's something new to me, but bear with. Right, I've just subscribed to his channel and I will watch him. Plant Geezer, Carnivore and Vegan Live. Okay. At what point does food become disturbing? Sentence. Yeah, I've just subscribed to his channel. I'll check him out now. Thank you for that. Moss is not great. I wouldn't say I'm humble, but thank you. Matt, calculator, mate. I do the maths on the calculator. I get something in my head and I'll go down that route and I'll do the logic. And it just works for me. That's just the way my brain works, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'd love to do my old school exams because my English and grammar, history, they're all much better now than they were when I was at school. But I did all right, I suppose. I can remember the stuff. I only did GCSEs because I went into the army as a junior to begin with. I did English, maths, science, woodwork, metalwork, and motor engineering. All GCSEs. Jane Goodfellow. I went to a talk recently where a speaker said that veganism can't be gated, can't be a gated community. We've got to stay open to everyone, anyone, and everyone, so long as they're kind and respectful. That's just it. But let's be honest, and you know this, I know that, so I'm not saying he just took it. He went behind, and I let the few comments go, thinking, "What's this?" And Matt mentioned, "Is this a bot?" And I was just check. What I was doing is I had the phone, and I was just checking first of all to see what he was doing, and yeah. Do you know the only thing I watch on my TV is YouTube. I don't watch terrestrial TV. Why am I paying the BBC? But I do like listening to the radio, and I do listen to a lot of Radio 4 and 5 Live at certain times of the year. Okay. Yeah. My friend's got a projector and he loves it. Why not? You know? Why not, Matt? Why not? But yeah, I'll tell you, something interesting that came across. So my back's really aching. Like this. It's not a good sitting position, is it? But I want to do this properly. I'm going to say something now. I come across it came up in my recommendations the other day, River Cottage on YouTube. And I started watching, and it was I don't know if it was gone fishing or whatever. So there was a River Cottage gone fishing, wasn't there? Many years ago. And I didn't even see a fish. They started talking about a fish. They didn't even. I just thought, I can't watch this. And I turned it off. So I know that I have really changed. Oh, and I've got some of the DVDs up there. And if I could watch all the Anti Fairy, if I could watch all the nice stuff where he's growing veg and plants and making kale soup or whatever it is, I'd watch him. But I know that he's a carnivore and that everywhere there's going to be meat in it at all stages, isn't there? Jennifer, it's ironic that it's a vegan who got themselves blocked tonight. Jane, the thing is, I don't for a millisecond believe that he wasn't vegan. He's vegan. But I think the trouble is, how long's he been vegan? And is he just, is he, it's one of two ways. He's hardcore, ba-bum, 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 in my way or the highway, or he's doing it to get himself noticed out there. And yeah, there's an irony in it. You're absolutely right, but I don't. Yeah, I used to love River Cottage. I went to his. I went to his. He had a restaurant in Bristol. I went to years ago, and I went to the Axminster shop, and I went to the Axminster shop and restaurant, and because I was filmed at River Cottage, but I never. Luckily for me, I say that now. It might either way. I didn't sign over the release of the stuff I did, so they never filmed. They never aired it. They filmed it, but never. They never aired. I did the Duck Fair in 2007, but they upset me with the attitude towards my daughter. But you can see my daughter in one of the videos where they're air rifle shooting with his son. She's next to his son. She beat him, but that's not the point. The thing is, I didn't get aired to welcome everyone into our lovely community, whether they're freedom. Yeah, you for any boot storm. Yeah, I agree with you. But I'll get back to you. Yes, just a troublemaker and very unkind. The opposite of vegan should be. Yeah, he's gone now, though, isn't he? He's gone now, thank goodness. Yeah, Euphony Whittingstall did River Cottage. That cottage, he was renting. He never lived in it. He lived down the road in the farm. It's a very oh, he never lived in it. His cousin Steve Lamb lived in it, and I've met Steve Lamb. I did a thing at the Cheltenham Literary Festival with him a number of years ago, and Steve Lamb ran it, but Euphony Whittingstall with the face of River Cottage. But that cottage came up for, you could rent it after he given up. When he got his first farm, I say this carefully, a lot of people don't realise that River Cottage have got two farms, not one, two farms. And they're quite a distance apart, actually, 20 odd miles apart. And when he got his first farm, he gave up the lease on the River Cottage, which he was renting on a private estate. And I actually had the opportunity to rent that place, and I was going to do it for a year as an experiment. But my daughter would have affected her secondary school, and I couldn't take her away down in Somerset. So I didn't do it. And when you went there for the rent was dirt cheap. But they modernised it all inside. They modernised the bathroom, they put central heating in, everything. And I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. So I didn't. Been Bristol once, loved it, wanted to go again, maybe next summer. I went to Waterside Harbour, got clubs and calf loads. Shop was nice. I went through Bristol 2 years. I go to Bristol a couple of times a year, sort of thing, but I don't usually drive, to be honest. My cars always get the congestion thing, and I got a ticket for £65. And I went through part, and I was coming back from Somerset, and I went, and the motorway was closed, so they diverted us through part of the outskirts of Bristol. And I tried to find out if I'd gone through the congestion zone, and they said, if you think you have, pay the thing. And I didn't, and I got a ticket for 65 quid if I paid it early. And that's when they paid it early. So, exactly. I mean, there's that. You get all the comments, don't you? But it's be the change you want to see. It's as simple as that, really. And there's no need for him. There was no place for him. It's a shame I've had to block someone, but the limits were gone, and we're not going to go past that. I believe I blocked him. If he comes back on another one, it means I haven't. But next time, I know the name now. It'd be blocked straight away if it ever managed to come back. But then he can come back, or one of his friend trolls could come in. But we won't. But that's just it. 2 strikes and they're out. 1 strike's a warning. And next time, I think you need to realise as well. Also, everything I say, you don't see for 60 seconds. There's a bit of a delay of 60 seconds. But can you guys just forgive me for 20 seconds? I'm going to run and put the water on to do a drink because I'm thirsty. And this has been going on for a while. I'm not going to cut it off, but I just want to quickly do a drink. It'll be 20 seconds. Thank you for staying. I've just put the boil up, and then I'll go back out and put some soya milk with the mint tea. Just a little dash. I just don't like the colour. Jane Goodford, I've never been to Bristol, but would love to, as it seems like an interesting place and lots of quirky people are drawn to live. Right. Back in the day, when I first had my apprenticeship in the butchery, my boss had the franchise to 8 quick saves in Bristol, so I used to go all over the place and they've liked it. Tell you the quirkiest vegan place I know, Stroud, which is only 14 miles from here. I'm going to Bristol to see Embrace. I believe it's Bristol in November, I believe. But I don't go there that often. Yeah, friendly and lots of nice, interesting places. I went to Sea Shanty in Bristol last year, and that was weird because it was so cold. It was in the summer and it was like September time. It was so cold though. We had to leave it because it was cold. It was right on the harbour. Yeah. One of my twin daughters went to Bristol University. My brother-in-law went to UE as well. Not UE, Bristol. It was Bristol University he went to. Small world. But yeah. What did she study? I went to all you can eat buffet, but it was everything crowded. Indian, Chinese sandwiches. Also, okay. Yeah. Trouble is, you can only eat so much, can't you? Our eyes are always bigger than our bellies, though. Yeah, Stroud is massive conveyor belts in middle of room. I don't know how I feel about that. I can understand you go up and you walk through, but I wouldn't want a conveyor belt. So you haven't even got to stand up to get your food. Oh no. Yeah, Stroud. They had a really good and it just shut. Caribou. Number 23, Caribou Stroud. Vegetarian and vegan. It was good. And then the post, when was this? Oh. The final curtain call. Years of glorious kitchen chaos and menus reinvented on a whim. Thank you, Stroud, for your usual gift card before August 2026. Caribou Kit is sadly closing down. And they got some of the nicest food I've had been there. They will be missed. Best wishes for their next project. That's so sad to hear. We've had a few in. So sad we took a detour travelling from Bath to Stourbridge to visit. Really good it was, but now they've gone. But they have they had a vegan market once a month, but it never took off. Jane, all you can eat wouldn't work for me because I have no self control. Dang, my back's. Bear with me, guys, a sec. The funny thing is, Jane, you know that I can't even get back. I can't do a food shop without having something on the way. I'm sorry, my back's hurting. Sorry. Don't worry, it's not them. You know, I can't have a food shop without my eating something. Yesterday, I did. If you watch the food, sorry, I'm trying to get my back. I'd actually opened one of the packets of. This is so funny because I thought of. Can you guess what I've opened and eat? You know, I didn't eat. I opened some peppermint tea bags. So I'd run out and hadn't had a tea for all day. So I made a cup of tea before I did the video. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that. And she left after the second year. Her grades were good, but she found it depressing. Oh, it's a difficult one. I mean, how far is Bristol from where you live? Because my daughter, and then we're going back. I mean, she's been out of uni 9 years, I think it is now. She did a master's, but she was 119 miles away, door to door. I only know that because she used to travel quite a bit. But it's such a shame. Is she enjoying what she's doing now, though? Is the question. Yeah, gone are the days where I'd eat an old packet of Eat Real biscuits, and they're a big bag, weren't they? Or packet of biscuits, even, especially if they were something like Oreos, or Oreos were terrible. Jammy Dodgers got bad. You enjoy yourself tomorrow, mate. You enjoy. I love it when you're. Well, it wasn't an empty packet, but out of the 40 tea bags, there was only 39 in there when I videoed it, because there were 2 boxes, weren't there? But they're only 39 because I had to make a tea. You're gonna have to wait until September for that. This goes on till the end of August, 60 days. So 31 days in August. Let's be honest, if you're a Leo, you don't go past the 24th year. You don't. But yeah, so it's gonna be a while. I'm hoping I've picked up some good habits though doing this. I'm gonna make the fruit shortcakes, jammy Dodgers, fruit shortcakes, Oreos. Those now, a rich tea would make it home. A part of the packet would make it home. Also, the digestives, even the chocolate digestives. But no, the worst ones were when I'd have the Eat Real packets, and I got some over there from the. They're that big. They're quite a big bag. They're a big bag, but they'd be gone, and Chris, gone, and that's wonderful, Jacqueline. I'm glad she's doing well. I'm not going to pretend I understand the grading system because I honestly don't, but I can imagine, that is something there, and you must be proud. Good for her. It's a shame she found the university a bit depressing, though, but isn't it? But that's life. We all got to find our own direction, I suppose, for the want of a word. I don't know how else to say, to be honest with you. It's finding your own path. I mean, my daughter's gone in a direction that I never thought she would, but as long as she's happy, and that's all we want for our children, isn't it? Like I said, you've got 5 children, so that's a lot. Oh God! Wait, Jane. One year you kept buying mince pies for Amber and kept having to replace them because you'd eaten them. Yeah. Okay. I remember that. They were all vegan though, weren't they? Yeah. The thing is, I think after I've been vegan for about the second Easter, so I've been on the channel for probably best part of a year. I bought all the vegan Easter eggs I could so I could review them into a buy this one, don't buy that. I remember doing that's on my back. Sit up again now. I remember doing all the vegan Easter egg ones as well. But yeah, I remember the mince pies. That happens. That was for the food bank, wasn't it? I remember that. Yeah. God, some years I got through so many mince pies before Christmas. I'm hoping I can rein it in a bit. But yeah, the mince pies. Yeah, yeah. What was I saying to you? Yeah, the Easter egg one was a classic. I bought the Easter eggs so I could try them. But then when I get my customers children, if they got children, I always buy them Christmas presents. And as long as I always have worked with the parents first, and they've always been all right with that. And I always get them an Easter egg, and the Easter eggs are always vegan. I'm subtle about it. I mean, a Nomu Easter egg or something like that. It's not a free from, it's a Nomu. If I do something like a Nomu Easter egg, I'm giving them an Easter egg that's vegan, and they're not to catch up. I see you can get new McVitie's Jaffa biscuits. Say collab. Okay. Both twin daughters in pharmacy. Oh, fair play. It is important. Oh, well done, Ali. My son, today PT, got his degree last year. Only one to get a job with qualification. Being epileptic since 15, I missed a lot of school at exam time. It's difficult, isn't it? With epilepsy. The older brother-in-law, the two, epileptic, and he's 40s now and still has at times. Both grade 5 to 8, you can own a pharmacy. Okay, that's good. They're more than halfway there then if it starts at 1, isn't it? That's wonderful. Oh, that's it. I'm glad he sees a free for free. My father-in-law was epileptic, but he can drive. That's the key. My brother-in-law gave up. I mean, he probably hasn't had a seizure. I'm not saying. I don't imagine he's had a seizure for a number of years now, but he kept having them in his 20s and that, and so he never took it. He never drove. Yeah, well done. Yeah, pleased for your son. Hopefully, it goes well for him. It's a good profession to be in, isn't it? And if nothing else, he's looking after himself, which is important too, which is wonderful. It really is. I'm going to wrap it up in 5 minutes, guys, purely because I've got a stewed cup of tea out there, and it's 20 to 11 now. Yawning at the beginning. Matt Francis, I've saved it off yours to watch it in my watch later. Your first video of the year. See if you have any goals and have stuck to them so far, and relax and watch. Matt. If I set a goal, I'll stick to it. But please let me know because I can't remember what that video was. Oh, I'm a bit of a stubborn one. I did the one for the food bank with you won't remember this. I'm going to do it again sometime soon. The wheel of misfortune. I went and bought a roulette wheel just so that it's got 36, 0 to 36, isn't it? And I put something in each one, which is a forfeit, and they were varied. I could dig it. The paperwork's over there. I'll dig it. I'm going to dig out some other time, not now. But it would be like one of them would be 100 press ups a day, every day for a month. This gets to this. One would be 100 sit ups every day for a month. One was run a mile it might have been 3 miles every day for a month. One of them would be, it went on 36 different things. Burpees, all sorts, a lot of physical ones. A lot of physical ones. I'll dig it out, right, and show you. And the deal was, I did the Wheel of Misfortune live. I read out what it was, and I had to do it for that month. Like February's only got 28 days in, but if you've got January with 31, it's an extra 3 days. It's an extra, it's a significant chunk. It's 10% more than 28. I did this. Every month for 12 months, I did a challenge. If I didn't complete the challenge, I gave the food bank £100 in cash. If I completed the challenge, I didn't have to. Well, I got to June. I felt so guilty because I completed all the challenges that I just gave this food bank the money because I said, I'm not trying to be. I said to him, Yeah, no. I went, no, I completed it, but here's the money because I couldn't keep doing it. I'm a stubborn git when you get to know me. But yeah, please, let me know if I've given myself some. I can't remember. I'll tell you what though, Matt, and we went off. I mean, I'll give you the date. I just need the. Bear with. Hmm. 484 days ago, which was the 22nd of March, was the last time I had a drink of alcoholic beverage. Put it that way. I went out, spent an absolute fortune on a friend. It was to celebrate belated 50th birthday. Spent an absolute fortune. Drank cocktails. Went to the Ivy in Cheltenham. The Ivy had cocktails at the cocktail bar. Went out for a meal. We had a bottle of wine. Went for drinks. Got home. Went to bed. Got up the next morning. Took Frankie out for a walk. I had to walk because I'd obviously drank far too much to legally be able to drive. Walked Frankie for miles. I had a crappy head all day and realised how much I'd spent. Never doing that again, and I haven't had a drink for 484 days. Yeah, just I can be stubborn at times. I know that. Have you still got the horrible chocolate left? The stuff you were part of a good. Wait, my dad, bless him, had strokes about 3 years ago. Got mobility scooting now. Eyes bad. Oh. Yeah, to be honest with you, you did the right thing not having the alcohol, mate, and I should have stopped a long time before. I'm going to go and put milk in my tea and bring me milk, but I've got a little treat in store for you all. Let's just end it on a. I can't have it. Part of the thing. Just a sec. Oh, sorry, just 1 minute. Sorry, thank you. Got me tea. I think you're referring to these, Jane. Oh, well done, Jacqueline. 10 years. So I'm a lightweight, year and a half. It's organic. That's the lethal one, wasn't it? The cinnamon. And cocoa nuts. Wait a sec. It said nut milk, and I was panicking for a minute. It's coconut milk. It's all in the wording. This is the most awful, but I'll tell you what. I haven't had chocolate. I haven't had sweet. I haven't had sugar for the 18 days. Let's just see how this goes, Jane. It's a bit big, isn't it? Oh my God. Flashbacks. I do this in it. The cinnamon one. Oh, it's when you get it on the back of your mouth. Oh. Oh. I'm going to ruin my cup of tea. I've got no. Oh, no. Oh. No. You think I'm joking? DM me a message with your address. I'll send you a bar. Oh my god. That was a cinnamon one. That was a bit too big. God. Oh god. No. Vegan Galaxy is best. I find Cadbury vegan horrid. I loved Galaxy back in the day, but the vegan Galaxy is made with nut milk. I can't have it. Unfortunately. Little does nice dark thing. Oh, thank you. It's disgusting. Ali, don't worry. There's more than this. This is just what I just grabbed. They're still making that awful stuff. Don't know. I don't know. It is awful. Jane, there's a bar there with your name on it. God, it really is that bad. The cinnamon gets stuck on the back of your throat. Oh, it's the smell. There were flashbacks with the smell of it. Honestly, flashbacks with the smell is disgusting. Buttermilk is my fave. I can't have Rhythm 108 because they're nut. A lot of the chocolates have nut in some form or the other. Garlic nut milk. I think is it hazelnut nut milk or almond milk? Same, they're nuts in. You see all these different vegan chocolate bars or protein, and they've all got nuts in them. I can't have them. I need the vegan got lady. Noggy, Nogih. That's the one to get. Oh my god, it's organic. No lactose, no soy, vegan, no palm oil, no gluten, no added sugar, and I can assure you, it's not. That's why I thought I'd take it, even though because just disgusting. But maybe I'm just a drama queen. How come you got so much of it? Jane. Ellie Fars. Ask her why I've got so much of it. I mean, no, I don't. Yeah. When to avoid? Oh, definitely avoid it. I mean, Ellie Fars got it for the store, for the market, the vegan store they do to try and sell to promote, but they didn't realize how bad it was, and they all tried it, and they couldn't even. Oh, I just gave them a donation because they couldn't sell it. And they caught me out. They got me to try a piece, and oh, chocolate, no problem. Yeah, that Rhythm 108. I've always wanted to try, but I can't take. That's the trouble you got when you can't. I mean, it's difficult. So, no moo, but I then can't have all of theirs either because the nuts. I did try the cookie dough, and it has got you get the tingle on the throat straight away. So you got to really, you stop straight away. It's one of the very few. Sorry, that actually use nougat as it should be. Whereas if you get nougat and a Mars bar. It's not really nougat as such, is it? It's so pumped with different stuff that it's just sugar, basically, isn't it? And it's crap. So, my back's aching. Let's round this up, guys. So, it's been lovely catching up with you all. Sorry about the palaver at the beginning. The first one wouldn't go live. The second, then the micro. I'm glad it's working, but it doesn't show it working properly on the soundbar. So I'm gonna hello. No, they're not working properly. Yeah, so I don't know what's wrong with this, but yeah, we'll leave it. The thing is, you can hear it, and that's all that matters, really. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys. It's been a long one. We've been live on this one for 2 hours, 25 minutes, which is a phenomenal amount of time. Thank you all for taking part. Really appreciate each and every one of you. So, really do. Sorry we had to go through that little bit with earlier on, but life's a lesson, isn't it? And then we can do it that way. So, he's gone now. Pretty sure he's banned. If he's not, I'll figure out. Make sure. I just trying to do it all as quick as I could. But yeah, the score. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps your algorithm. It really does. Something to get used to, and I'm sure you all have. But if you haven't, it's the ones something to get used to, please subscribe. It really, really helps. Thank you. There's a thumbs up just went on there. So someone hadn't thumbs up. Appreciated. Subscribe. That's amazing. It really helps. And watch the videos. Watch the adverts. That's what I will let you know as soon as it comes to an end on the fast front fully, because it's only the right thing to do. And I'll let you know. We'll do the videos on it all. Yeah. Frankie goes out every morning, Matt. But I'm looking at. I've got Percy, so I get paid to walk Frankie twice tomorrow. Firstly in the morning, then last thing. I did it a little bit earlier because I was doing this tonight, but I've been out until 8, 9 o'clock at night walking Percy. His owner's gone to Sardinia and he's staying with the owner's mum, but she's in her mid-80s, so she can't walk Percy. The big boy, the big black dog that you see. Thank you. Take care. So, yeah, take care. Stay safe till the next one. Bye.